I know this blue light's going to be annoying, so we'll wait till the main light comes back on, and then I'll get started. We might have to use the blue light a little bit. Oh, that's actually more fitting. I don't know if I'm allowed to make this video. I might be breaking some sort of rules of the game, which is what I love to do. So I was in the hot tubs tonight, and I saw a ghost, if that's what you want to call it. And for just a second, I felt a twinge of fear, just for a second. And then I remembered, I am one of the most powerful beings in the universe. I told that ghost, you can't scare me. Do you know how many levels I've conquered already? Do you know how many boss characters I've defeated? I recently just surpassed the SJB level and the TEM level. And I felt so bad defeating those boss characters. Because just like all NPCs, once you figure out their moves, remember the old Mike Tyson's knockout? Like every character, you had to figure out their moves. Once you figure out their moves, it's simple. There's no challenge to it. And that's kind of the whole thing with life in general. Even this has only made me way more powerful than ever. Like, sure, I'll never be able to open my fingers fully again, but who the hell needs to open their fingers fully? I'm going to have more strength closing them. I'm going to have a tighter grip than ever. You think I'm crazy, right? I hope so. Because that means I'm right. Life is sort of a big simulation. Now, there's one level. I'm hoping they will throw like a real player at me. I'm sick of the NPCs. They're all too easy to figure out. Whoever's in charge, throw me a real player. Come on, I'm getting bored. Let's do some online gaming. I do think I may have actually ran into a real player a while back. On the MBL level. Level? Did I say that right? No, you guys don't know what I'm talking about, but it doesn't matter. You're not supposed to. Literally nothing can touch me. Have you seen the way I eat? Have you seen the way I drink? Have you seen my health? Have you seen how I can outstretch almost any of these yoga idiots without even practicing? I've been able to do it my whole life. I know I'm not the only one out there. If you've seen the way I eat and the fact that I have like zero health problems aside from breaking one bone when I was a kid and this recently, how the hell do I do it? I don't even know. I had to finally come to the realization that this is what it is. And I am one of the best players in the game. Well, except that I'm too stupid to turn the radio off, so now I get a copyright strike. And I'm not going to say all this again. I don't care. This video doesn't need to be monetized. There are some huge things coming forward because now that I'm understanding how to play this game, you'll see in the next few months I'm going to reach these levels that really they're nothing either. Like they're levels that I reached a long time ago. I'm just putting myself back on them and going up a little higher, just like any other game with experience. You gain experience points, you level up. And at a certain point, with every game, there's a maximum level, and I know I'm really close to it. I'm not going to be so cocky as to say that I'm there. I fucking hope not, because that would be really boring. If that's all there is to this game, then I've been running side missions for the last, couple months, because what else is there to do? Side missions, they might be NPCs, but they have some very interesting stories. And they make for some really good gameplay. Keep it interesting. That is the point, right? Stick along for the ride, because because it's about to get crazy. In a good way, for me. I don't know about for everybody else, but it doesn't matter. You're just following your programming. Even this so-called manifestation. So a lot of you have figured that out. If you have, maybe you're not an NPC, or maybe that's in your programming. Some of us are very good at it. Even tonight, I manifested this hot spring being empty. And it's not. It's not every night. But I knew it would be. I knew it would be. And it was. Manifestation is tricky. But once you understand the programming, you can kind of manipulate it to work for your own benefit. Hey, look, I look less blue this time. I wonder why. Oh no, it just got all shiny again. Not like I can literally see ones and zeros as I look into the world. Like, it's not that obvious, but I'm figuring the programming out. And once you do that, manifestation is easy. I've been manifesting things for the last couple years without even trying, almost to the point where it kind of scared me for a little while. But now that I understand, I say I understand. I'm still learning. But I'm so far beyond anything I ever could have expected. I need to be careful. Because I'm not only manifesting things for myself, I'm starting to manifest them for others. And I don't want to manifest bad things for bad people, even though they deserve it. And I think I'm going to. Just with the simple process. Not even having to do anything, just thinking about it. That's why I've started to dream so much. Took me a while to figure that out too. Most of my life I would only have like a couple dreams a year that I would remember. And over the last couple years, ever since all of this really started coming forward, I've been having way more dreams with a way higher frequency, and I've been remembering them. Some of them are even lucid dreams where I'm able to control them to a certain degree. And I think that's where a lot of the interaction between the programming and what we're actually living in takes place, is in our dreams. That's why lucid dreaming is one of the most powerful tools you can possess. That's where a lot of the manifestation comes from. You have to believe it in your conscious, but you have to manifest it in your subconscious while you're sleeping. And that only occurs if you really believe it. And it's easy to say, believe. It's easy to say. But you know the trick? It's also really easy to do once you actually believe. I know, it sounds crazy, right? You just have to actually do it. So, I think I'm going to go to bed now and do a little bit of lucid dreaming. And try to be kind with my manifestations towards others. And focus on my manifestations towards myself, which do involve others. And karma's a big part of it. And she's a bitch. Before I completely end this, I just had a realization. I started this other video tonight while I was in the city of El Centro, the level of El Centro. The dungeon of El Centro. Not really. It's actually a fun level. I started noticing these rats, like painted rats on the walls. And you have to really look for them. They're kind of hidden all over the place. I'm going to Google it when I get home tonight. It might just be like some sort of scavenger hunt or some artist doing this weird thing. One of the rats is like leaning on his arm like this, kicked back with his feet up. The other one's just like a regular rat running with its tail curled. I forget what the third one was, and I'm sure there's more. And I was thinking, I'm going to do a video series, come back and like find all the rats of El Centro that are painted on the sidewalks. They're all in low places. There's like a missing brick next to one of them. So I thought maybe it was like a geocache or a scavenger hunt. But as I'm making this video, and I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, do these lead to something way bigger? Probably not. But I'm going to go find them. And I have to consider this newest character, LMF. I don't want to say that they're just another NPC, although they are showing a lot of the traits, but they're also showing a lot of the traits of being like an actual player, or at the very least, a high-level artificial intelligence. And they were thrown into this game for a reason. And I'm running out of time on this level, so I've got to take that into consideration and figure out if I can complete their side quest. And now that I understand I'm a developer in the game of life, I have to wonder, where are the beta testers? Come on. I know you're watching. You've been playing this longer than anybody. Come and give me some pointers. Not that I need many. Maybe it's time to challenge me. You've been playing this for so long. Come on, beta testers. Where you at? I've noticed like 3 of these today in El Centro, and they're all different. I don't know if this is some sort of a weird scavenger hunt or some artist just doing their thing. But all over this town, there's these rats. Different types of rats. If you look real close, they're painted like all over the place. Let's see if we can find another one.